Actually, I am 10, 20 times better than I was when I first met you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today's story is a nice quick one, and it revolves apparently in Germany. The land of technology, the land of efficiency, the land of doing things exactly right to the best of their abilities. The land where it's given us Mercedes, BMW, and all other amazing engineering feats. Actually, the weird thing is, none of that's got anything to do with the story. The issue is apparently there's this German guy who, now nationality is irrelevant to the whole thing, but it's just apparently the story is delivered from somebody of a German origin. I have no idea what that's got to do with the story, but hey, I'm going to say it as I hear it. I don't like adding things, let's just keep it as factual as possible. Alright, so there's this German person who had serious issues of insomnia, but I think his insomnia, as in lack of sleep, is more stemmed towards a fear that he has of having a worry that something under the bed might come and suck him into this vortex of some sort. So he had this issue that really just troubled him so much that he was not able to sleep well. So every time he would just wake up at night constantly interrupted by the thought that there's something under the bed that might pull him up, and it's something that grew on to him ever since he was a little child. He always had these thoughts and these ideas which stopped him from living a normal life. Obviously, lack of sleep or interrupted sleep has its impact on you mentally. Now, it reached a stage where it really got too much for him, and so he decided to tackle it head on. He went to a psychologist or psychiatrist and sat there, and quite a famous guy, quite a well-known guy in his realm of some sort. Now, I don't know who he was, irrelevant to the story. So he went for his first session. He sat down with the psychiatrist and he said to him to explain the whole issue, like from A to Z, and the guy's just sitting there scribbling all the notes that he can take up and ask some intimate questions or intricate questions about this person's life and try to analyze where this fear stemmed from. So the guy decided, or the psychiatrist decided, that this is quite a complicated case considering or giving his background, and so he would need to have at least 3 sessions per week with him for a year to eradicate it from him. A whole year just to get rid of it. Yeah, it's a very complicated case, and I'm not questioning the guy's integrity, but my god, if it takes you 3 sessions a week to get rid of fear of a fake monster under a bed, my god, what kind of credentials does this guy have? Anyways, so he goes, okay, just as you finish this first session, just brief consultation. Obviously there's more to it, that we're going to take you through different sessions. I mean, ultimately these psychiatrists have learned a lot, and I'm sure there's a zillion and one theory that goes into that person's head for him to analyze his patients. And so, I mean, obviously I'm not digging any psychiatrists out there, or I'm trying not saying anything. I mean, it's totally irrelevant to the whole story, but come on, how year? Oh, I don't know. So when he went there and looked at the invoices, now you're looking at £200 per session, 3 sessions a week. That's about 600 times 52. That's about 31,200. That's quite a budget just to get rid of a fear, which obviously probably worth it for those who've got money, but if you don't have that much money, it's really a scary figure for the rest of us, basically. Now, he went and he went back to the doctor, the psychiatrist. Is the numbers right? Is the numbers right? I mean, this is a big package. This is a big commitment. He said, no, of course, your life, your health, your safety, your well-being is all dependent on you having these sessions. I'm sure you can go and find somebody else, and this is us. We're the cheapest, etc., etc. Gave him all that the sales spiel. Then he went out. He decided not to go back, purely because he had another solution. This solution came from the most unexpected source. Essentially what happened is that a year later, after he'd finished this encounter with that psychiatrist, he bumped into that psychiatrist, and obviously he recognized the psychiatrist because of his high profile. He bumped into him. "Oh, hi, how are you? You don't remember me, do you?" He goes, "Of course, yes, no, remind me. I'm the one who had this fear of the monsters coming out of bed. Oh, I remember. What happened to you? You didn't come back. I thought you'd be quite keen to start your sessions. I'm sure you probably haven't seen any improvements over the years." No. Let me tell you. Actually, I am 10, 20 times better than I was when I first met you. Well, what do you mean? Oh no, I'm cured completely. I don't have that fear anymore. I can sleep. I've been sleeping restfully. Because, well, hi, who did you go to, and how much did he charge you? He goes, "No, it actually cost me a meal. The cost of a meal." What do you mean? Essentially, right, so I came out of your clinic all hit by this 31, these big numbers that I would be owing you as a result of just getting rid of this fear. So it was very, very apparent on my face. I went to the restaurant, the Yemeni restaurant right next to you. I sat down, had a quick meal, but then the guy who worked in that restaurant came up to me and he said to me, "You do look like you're a bit not with us. Something's really troubling you." He goes, "Yeah, essentially." And for some reason I found myself just telling him the entire story, including our encounter. He goes, "Why do you need to even go to a psychiatrist? I can help you." Because, "How can you help me?" The guy with all that degrees and stuff, not belittling him, or belittling you, but how can you help me? "You know what, if you really want a solution for it, it will cost you a meal. Over a meal, I'll tell you how to get rid of it. And it's not any meal. I want something expensive, something worth my consultation. Just think of it as a consultation fee. It's going to cost you about $200 for that meal. It's a very upmarket, very, very posh restaurant, so I want that." He goes, "Okay, don't mind. If you're going to guarantee me, I'll guarantee you will have a solution by the end of our meal, and you won't even need to go to that psychiatrist ever." He goes, "Okay." So then they met up and sat down. The guy started ordering. And they finished the meal. They had a nice little chat. They got on with each other. They found that they had more in common, considering one's from Yemen, one's from Germany. And as they finished, the guy actually ended up paying something like 120 euros or so. Even a 200 euro session with a psychiatrist. He goes, "Okay, you've eaten and all well, but I'm none the better anyway." He goes, "Oh, so what was your problem again?" Because, "Yeah, I see these things. I feel that there's these monsters under the bed. They're going to come and take me and swallow me into oblivion." He goes, "So your problem is with having things under the bed?" Because, "Yeah." Started thinking, and he goes, "Okay, but you have to do the solution I'll tell you." He goes, "Okay, yeah, I'll absolutely. And I guarantee you there won't be any follow-ups with me, no follow-up charges, nothing like that." He goes, "Okay, yeah, what is the solution?" He goes, "Okay, so your problem is you on the bed, monsters under the bed, go sell the bed." "What?" Just sell the bed. That's it. Problem solved. If you don't have a bed, you won't have any monsters coming underneath it. So what? They're going to come up under the floor? Then if you're worried about that, then you've got even more serious issues as well. And so now a year later, he's been cured and happy, and it didn't cost him 31,200 euros. And that's it. That's the story of today. I know it's a bit of an anticlimax, a bit of one of those silly, quite quick stories. However, I just thought I wanted to share that with you, because essentially, when we have problems and issues, we always think that the most complicated one tends to be the answer. But when in actual fact, answers can come from any direction or anyone. So don't underestimate whoever you talk to or their advice. Sometimes solutions to really, really major problems come from the least expected sources, but most importantly, the answers could be very, very easy. So next time you're facing any problems, any troubles, start with the most obvious and then work your way to the complicated ones, not the other way around. Till next time, if you like this story and others, I mean, obviously I've got general stories, they're once a week, and then I've got jinn stories, those who like their ghost and jinn stories. I post them once a week as well. So you need to subscribe. There's a little bell. If you hit it, it makes all the difference to me, and at least you'll be able to get to know if I've posted anything new. See you next time. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.